Hello everyone. So doing something a little bit different today. I want to implement this thing that would be called the first 15. That's something that other channels do as well. Just introducing games. The first 15 minutes really kind of shows you what the game would really be about. Here's something that I really enjoyed playing a couple of times now already. So I'm basically taking a break from playing Animal Crossing, like maybe some of you are. This is cute as well. It's interesting because it's a society of animals, but it's kind of a more interesting blend of murder mystery, but also kind of an examination of a small town and the people in it. A lot of great characterization, really beautiful artwork, good pace story and everything. So definitely recommend this. Want to show you what it looks like. About to start playing it now. So we're just gonna go over the first 15 minutes, and that's it. So hopefully this will give you a good impression of what the game is, and I hope that you like it enough you might check it out. There's a lot of little things you could click on that really kind of give you this character's perspective of the town. Her name is May. I'm not going to click on all of them for the first 15, but it's something I would definitely recommend if you're to play this game. Kind of imagine that guy with Sam Shepard's voice. She's thinking about it. Something kind of mysterious and esoteric about the town as well. It's really in fitting with its art style. It has a nice little Mario-esque platforming mechanic that really works as well. You'd be surprised at different places you can get to in this game just by jumping around. Oops. I assure you, she's not dead. Risky, but not dead. If you try to go this way, path is blocked. So we have to use our platforming skills. Booyah. She keeps this really nice little booklet of all her thoughts, little diary with all her drawings. Boop. Right into the arms of the law. See the thing about it. Weigh her options. This is her dad. kind of explore certain parts of the house, eventually reveal certain things. Every day is kind of like a little episode in the game. This is her room. You notice a bass in the corner. She does play it. Or I should say, we will play it. And now we get to see Mother. See, all the relationships are a little basic right now. You gotta let the story evolve. What happens now that she's back in town? Home again. It's a really beautiful locale. Kinda has this East Coast small town vibe to it. It's one thing to look at it, it's another to kind of move through it. It's really beautiful. So I can't stop and talk to everyone, but here's this little town poet named Chalmers who's always kind of rapping off poems to you. Here's this one professor who always lets you look through the telescope, check out the stars. Not everyone is interactable. Sometimes you'll kind of catch some of their dialogue in passing. But it's then definitely like a living and breathing town. Something that's really interesting is up the stairs leads to the town church. And it's not available right away. It's actually where May's mother works. She works as a receptionist there. But it's you can actually walk through the whole building. It's quite big and it's kind of a central point of the town and involves some of the main plot points of the story. Very well integrated into the story, no matter how you feel about religious views. It's very interesting. Definitely recommend it. And this portion of town also leads you to, it's kind of like these underground train station, even though you never really see any trains going through. Here's this guy that you never see his face, but he sells pretzels. He always accuses May of stealing pretzels, and it kind of gives her some ideas. Later on in the game, you can walk by and steal a pretzel just for the fun of it. If you want to, up to you. There's a lot of little things that some of the local hoodlums get up to down here. Like more and more graffiti gets painted on the walls as time goes by. You can kind of see some of it now. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. So what you notice is that not all the stores, not all of them you can walk into. Partially because, because of the story, the town is experiencing some of the economic downturn of the last decade. So that plays heavily into the story. The weak skeleton. And then now that brings us back here. Use our dog in the background. here's the Snack Falcon where Greg works. What's up, Greg? Dark jokes, everyone. There may or may not be a cult in this town. Maybe it's foreshadowing. Excitement. Oh, the folly of youth. They're in a band. All the friends of town, they're in a band together. But Greg is her bestie. And the frenemy, B. And you literally play. It's like a Guitar Hero kind of thing. But the truth is, I forgot to put the headphones on. I actually can't hear anything. That was all sight reading. Practice, practice, practice. Who are you calling horrible? Pizza. Pizza good. Good pizza. The design is just immaculate. It's almost like that painting Nighthawks, if you've seen it. A mystery. Somebody's missing. It's an arm. This is slightly violent. It's cartoonish, so up to you if you want to look. It's everywhere, folks. Even in cartoon small towns. This arm holds a secret. What is this? Uh-oh. She would catch me holding the stick, or may rather. Simple but beautiful. Touchy subject. It was an eventful day, let me tell you. So once you get back home, you could kind of watch late night television shows with Dad. In the morning, Mom's greets you and asks you about the day and about what's going on. Kind of gives you some tips about the goings on about town, people you could visit. So the flow of the story kind of evolves on who you spend the most time with. Each of those other characters that we just had pizza with, you can kind of develop the relationship over the course of the next few days. I think it's something like a week and a half. Every night, May has a dream, so kind of like a nightmare that kind of opens up. Number one, the reason why she left the town, went to college out of state, but then partially why she came back. And it's a little bit more involved than you might think. And that's not going to be the last missing person / dead body / severed arm that you're going to come across. And there might or might not be that cult I was mentioning. So definitely please check this out. It's a very relaxing game. At the same time, it kind of has that pot boiler where it's leading up to a kind of murder mystery, secret town, esoteric kind of thing. Tremendously recommend. It would work well as a show or as a movie, but it works well as a game. It moves great. It looks great. Music and everything else. I can't recommend it enough. So if it seems like this might be something you're into, I'd say you're definitely going to be into it and give it a shot. Thanks for watching. I definitely want to show kind of more games I've come across in the last few years that maybe some of you might not know about, and I'd be happy to kind of share it with you, walk you through, show you what it's like, and then you can take from there. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and see you soon.